Steve, goalless tonight. What did you make of the game?
I thought in the first half we were better than we were in the second half. I think that overall the performance was better than Saturday, and that's, I suppose, a start, because we had to start better than and finish the game better than we did on Saturday. That's for sure. Saturday was like a disappointment. So you're not all of a sudden going to go and turn it around. This is an awkward venue. They might be down at the bottom of the table. They've made it very, very difficult here for teams. I watched the game against. I watched their last game. They scored a perfectly good goal and should have gone 1-0 up in that game. That result may have ended up slightly different. I think in the second half, they like kicking to their end. I would say probably territorially for 30 minutes in the second half. Probably that was theirs. It was only when we gambled a little bit and opened up that they had a couple of chances that they didn't take. But I don't think Fabian had to make as good a save as their keeper made at the end from Harry's header and Joe's shot. So, we could easily be stood here and talking about a 2-0 win. But not every chance, and the keeper's made 2 very, very good saves at the end there. So, we have to start again somewhere, and after Saturday, and that's what we did.
And as you always say, if you can't win a game, don't lose it.
Yeah, but we don't start with that motto, okay? We need to make that clear. We never start with that. We play to win every game. But, the important part is if you can't win it, don't get beat. And the boys have put in a shift out there tonight on quite a heavy pitch, and didn't give in and make sure they kept a clean sheet, which, if we would have had the same performance on Saturday that we had tonight, we'd have won Saturday, and then we'd be taken at 4 points out of 6 as opposed to 1. So, sometimes it just doesn't go for you, and we've had a few chances, and the strikers just need one to go in, whether it's off of someone's backside or a deflection. We just need that to get those guys firing again, because they've all had semi chances tonight, and they haven't taken one. But it's not just about them. There's other players that have had chances tonight as well, and we just need that little bit to fall for us at the moment. On Saturday, I thought we deservedly got beat. Tonight, I think we were the better team there, and I think that we'd done enough to win that game, whether it be a narrow scoreline or not.
But Ebbsfleet were very hard to break down and seemed to grow into the game the more they could frustrate you.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair comment. But what happens with that formation they play? It ends up being 5-4-1, and what you want to do is you want to break that if you can early. We had a couple of balls where we put some real good crosses in the first half, and we didn't get on the end of it, or we didn't quite make the right run. And I think that the strikers all know the runs, because we do it time and time again. So there's a little bit of, I suppose, disappointment, not in them but for them, from me, when I know perhaps those movements. So yeah, that's probably my assessment.
How did you feel Brandon Fleming did on his first start?
Yeah, I mean, bear in mind he's only just met the guys. I thought he did really well tonight, really well. We just took him off at the end there. We needed maybe a little bit of freshness, but I thought him and Jamie Robson were really, really good down that side, and I'm sure that he'll do well for us between now and the end of the season.
And how much time do you need ahead of Woking on Saturday with the players? Because obviously it's a tight turnaround again. It was one of those sort of 3 games in 8 days, and I guess what you need first of all is a good journey back tonight.
Well, I don't know whether there's a good journey back. It's going to be 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours, whatever, by the time we do a drop off. So it's not going to be. I don't think there is a good journey back. Even when you win, it's still long, it's still arduous. But yeah, it doesn't matter how much time we need, because you've got what you've got. So that doesn't make any difference now. I think it's been a tough old season for our boys. There's always a lot of expectancy on them that, I don't know if they're after where the club's been. Even I expect too much, perhaps sometimes, off of them. But they're a good group. They work hard for each other. I keep working with them. I keep trying to improve them. And I think they want to do that themselves as well. They're really disappointed in there tonight. They're really disappointed. And there were some tired legs in there tonight. Whereas that wasn't there on Saturday, and it's not so much tonight. It's still probably Saturday that rankles with me a little bit, but it happens. It's sport. I've been in this a long time now, and you can't always get what you want. Sometimes you have to attack it from different angles, and we're trying lots of things. Just in and amongst all this, we've had, in the first half, Cirque's come off because of his groin, which is not handy. That didn't really help. So that sort of upset us a bit. We've lost our captain, even though Kean's gone in there and done well. We've had our goalkeeper recalled. So there's been a fair bit of reshaping to do, and that makes it tough when you've got a lot of games, and we've had a lot of games.